Hi you guys, I am sharing with you 6 ground turkey recipes today. I got a request to make this video and I really love using ground turkey. So I definitely was excited to put these recipes together for you. I know a lot of people prefer ground beef, so you can definitely substitute all of these. For the ground turkey, you can substitute it with ground beef as well. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you click subscribe. I love sharing my easy recipes with you. Let me get going on these 6 really awesome and easy ground turkey recipes. This is one of my favorite ground turkey recipes. So I have my 1 pound of ground turkey that I have cooked. So I've browned it all the way through and cooked it. I'm adding it to my crock pot. I'm gonna be making a sweet potato ground turkey chili. So I have my sweet potatoes diced up, I have my kidney beans washed and drained, great northern beans washed and drained. I have a small tomato sauce that I'm going to add in. I'm going to add in some garlic powder as well, about a teaspoon of garlic powder. I have ground cumin, which I'm going to add about a teaspoon of ground cumin, paprika, about a teaspoon of this as well, and some chili powder. So about a teaspoon of all of the seasonings. I'm going to add in some beef broth as well. So I have 2 cups of beef broth. I'm going to give this a little stir. I love chili, and this is such a great healthy version, which I really love. It's so hearty and so filling. The sweet potatoes make it great. The ground turkey makes it great. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It is so, so good. So it comes out so great. The potatoes are cooked perfectly. This is an awesome dinner to come home to. I love using my crock pot because it just does all the cooking for you, and it's so, so easy. I'm going to add on some sour cream, and this is delicious. So I have another sweet potato, and I'm going to be dicing this up into some small pieces. I'm going to cut it into kind of some strips first, and then I'm going to put it into my veggie slicer. So this sweet potato is pretty hard, just cutting it into some smaller slices. So I like to use my veggie slicer. It makes things pretty easy. I have just the medium version now of the little squares, so I'm just going to add this in and chop up this sweet potato. So I'm going to cook all of this on a sheet pan. So I'm going to be making a ground turkey patty, and it's really, really great. All of these you can substitute ground beef if you'd like. I just like ground turkey because it's a lot less greasy, so I'm a huge fan. So I have my diced up sweet potato, adding in some olive oil, some Lowry's seasoning salt, some garlic powder as well. And once this is all seasoned, I'll give it a little toss with my tongs, coat it with the olive oil. So now I have my ground turkey. I'm going to make, like I said, a turkey patty. So I'm adding in this onion soup mix packet, and it has the best flavor. I absolutely love this. I just use the Great Value brand, but the Lipton onion soup mix is the same thing. So this is all nice and mixed, and now I'm just going to form it into some patties. This is a really easy sheet pan meal. I love doing sheet pan meals during the week when we're super busy, so everything can be cooked all at the same time on one sheet pan, which just makes things so awesome. And these turkey patties are a hit with our whole family. My husband and I love these, and my kids, they really like them too. So that is always a plus when I can feed the whole family with one meal. I'm adding on some sliced onion on top of the sweet potato as well. I'm going to bake this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And this is such an awesome dinner using our ground turkey. So I'm going to do some ground turkey stuffed bell peppers in the crock pot. So I have some foil that I kind of rolled up, and I'm adding in a cup of water on the bottom, and this will help steam these bell peppers. So I have just a variety of colors here. I love mixing it up with different colors of bell peppers. Orange is my favorite, but I really do love them all. I love yellow, red, green, but I'm just going to scoop out the seeds in the center of each bell pepper after I cut the top off, and I'm going to set them on top of this rolled up foil, and it's just going to give it a nice little base. You can use a wire rack if you'd like. So I have my 1 pound of ground turkey. I have this riced cauliflower that you steam in the bag. I have this Southwest blend veggie mix that is one of my favorite things. It's corn, black beans, peppers, onion. It's really great. I have some taco seasoning as well. So I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of taco seasoning, and you can do 1 or 2 depending on how much you would like. And I'm going to give this a little stir, mix all these ingredients together. I love that you don't have to cook this ground turkey first before adding it into the peppers. It will cook all on its own in the pepper in the crock pot. So this is such an awesome like dump and go. You don't have to pre-cook anything. So I really, really like this one. So you can cut a little hole in the bottom of these bell peppers if you're using ground beef. But since this is a really lean ground turkey, there's not a lot of grease, so it's not going to be greasy. But if you do cut a hole in the bottom, if you're using a ground beef, then that grease will just drain out and make these really awesome. So I'm going to cook this. I'm going to add some cheese on top first. I'm using a Fiesta blend cheese, and just to add a little on the top. And then I'm going to cook this on low for 7 to 8 hours. You can do it on high for 4 hours if you'd like. And this is such an awesome dinner. I love stuffed peppers because everything is all together in one thing, and you are ready to go with dinner. It's got your veggies and your protein, and you can do rice instead of cauliflower rice if you like, and just really, really healthy and awesome. They turn out so good. Look how good these turned out. I really, really like these. They're a perfect dinner. So I'm going to do next, I'm going to share with you, I have some ground turkey taco meat. So 1 pound, it's cooked ground turkey and then a taco seasoning packet. I have Better Than Bouillon to make chicken broth, and this is going to be a taco pasta. So I have 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to add in a can of diced tomatoes, and this is the diced tomatoes with diced green chilies, which I love. So if you can get the kind without the diced green chilies if you'd like. So I have my Southwest blend. Again, this is in my frozen section that I get at Walmart. I'm going to add in a cup of this, and it is just so convenient. I love having this in stock in my freezer. So I'm going to give this a nice stir. And we do a lot of Southwest type dishes, a lot of Tex-Mex style. It's what our family really likes. So you definitely see a lot of this kind of videos from me. So now once this is cooked, you can do it on high for 3 to 4 hours or on low for 7 to 8 hours. So I'm going to give this a stir. Everything is wonderful. I'm going to add in my noodles now to make this a really awesome pasta. So I'm doing some elbows. I have a bag of elbows. I'm going to give this a stir, and this is going to cook in this nice hot liquid. I'm going to add a cup of Fiesta blend cheese as well. I'm going to stir that in. And then I'm going to put the lid back on for 30 minutes. I'm going to stir again, and then the noodles will be nice and cooked after 30 minutes. So this is really easy. I just love this one. It turns out so good. Just kind of a really awesome taco pasta. My family loves this one. So it's a huge hit, and I just love how easy it is. So I'm going to do a casserole with my ground turkey today. So I have my ground turkey, rice, cauliflower, cheese, sour cream, corns, rotel, and taco seasoning. Like I said, we love Southwest Tex-Mex flavored recipes. So this one is once again one of those, but it's going to be a casserole version. So I am browning my ground beef, adding in my taco seasoning. I get this big container of taco seasoning because we use it so much. So I'm adding in a tablespoon of the taco seasoning, a 1/4 cup of water, and then I will mix this around and cook, bring it back to a simmer, and then cook in this seasoning with the ground turkey. So once that's all cooked in, I'm going to add in my corn, which I have drained. I have my diced tomatoes with diced green chilies. I'm going to give this a stir. So once this is all mixed, this is going to be such a great topping to my casserole. So I have my riced cauliflower, and it steams in the bag. So I'm just going to put this in a nice flat layer. I'm going to add sour cream. I'm going to dollop the sour cream down, and then I'm going to add on now this really awesome Southwest blend. So it's just going to be so great. So nice layer of this ground turkey mix. So nice layer of the mixture, and then I'm going to add on some shredded cheddar cheese. I'm doing cheddar cheese. You can do a Fiesta blend cheese if you would like. I'm going to bake this in the oven at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. And it is so, so good and nice and healthy, super low carb, it's so good. So I'm going to do a ground turkey zucchini lasagna. So I have my ground turkey. I'm going to cook it and brown it up. And after this is all cooked, I will add it into my lasagna. But as that's cooking, I'm going to slice this zucchini into these nice thin strips. So it's going to be just like my noodles. So this is so healthy. I love this. You can use noodles if you'd like in this, but I am just trying to really keep these recipes super healthy. And this is just a fun way to slice up this zucchini and make noodles out of it. So here is the ground turkey. I'm now going to add in I use this no sugar added spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to add that in and then stir it around into my ground turkey. This is going to be so healthy and so delicious. So now I'm going to make the kind of cheese filling. I have a container of ricotta cheese. I have half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and I have some dried basil as well. I'm going to do about 2 teaspoons of dried basil. I'm going to mix this together, and it is so great. I love ricotta cheese, especially in lasagna type recipes. So I'm going to add in a small little layer of the ground turkey mixture onto the bottom, and then I am going to start adding on my zucchini noodles. So these are so fun. You don't have to cook them at all. They're just ready to go. They're nice and thin, just like the size and shape of a lasagna noodle. So I'm adding on a layer of the ricotta cheese mixture. And then I will just keep layering the meat, the cheese, and the zucchini until I'm all out of my ingredients. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake this in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. But so, so great. So I'm just going to add the rest of this ricotta cheese mixture on top, and then I'm also going to top this with some more cheese, with some mozzarella cheese this time. So I'm going to do a cup of mozzarella cheese, and this is so, so yummy. I absolutely love this, and it's really easy. All of my recipes are really easy, so if you're new to my channel, make sure you click subscribe if you like some easy recipes. I am all about that. So this is all done. I'm going to actually I'm going to cut it up and portion it into, I have meal prep containers that I do for my lunch and dinners when we have super busy nights, and so I have my lunches ready for the week as well. So I'm going to just cut this up after it has set up for a few minutes so it's nice and set up. So giving this a cut, and then I'm going to portion into each container, and then they are all ready for meals. So such an awesome, healthy version of lasagna with the ground turkey and the zucchini as the noodles. I hope that you enjoyed these ground turkey recipes. Like I said, it was requested that I make this video, so if you have any other requests for me, leave me a comment and I will put those videos together for you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.